Hey, welcome to part two. This is my hex story. I'll try not to waste too much since maybe you watched the first one. But to pick up where I left off, basically I finally came to the decision that I wanted to encourage others who have something valuable to say, but are still on the fence about it because of fear. Uh, like that's fear that I've had is like, well, I've never done this before. How will it turn out? And you're just thinking about all the ways it can go wrong, and then you just make yourself think, wasn't worth it, and then you never do anything new. Um, so I didn't want to live like that. So I'm making myself try new ways, learning new things every day. It's part of my goals. But I want others to be able to be on the same path as I've made so much progress myself, and it feels so good making progress. Like Tony Robbins says, like progress basically equals happiness. If you're not making progress, you feel terrible. Um, and focusing on the good, you're gonna feel good, like Richard says. You focus on the bad, you're gonna feel bad. And I've definitely found that to be true, and the power of it is amazing. If you really make it work for you and not against you, because naturally it works against you because we're just naturally looking for what's wrong. Oh, didn't even start my timer. Okay. Okay, you can only add extra minutes. Anyway, so basically, I want to encourage other hexkins out there who may be like me, who maybe they got that stone cold reasoning. That's basically how I grew up. Not really using, I don't know, emotions when making big decisions and stuff like that. Um, and also just judging from the sidelines, feeling superior when you're not creating any value yourself is something that I had to battle with and realize that I was doing improperly, and seeing how it is actually creating and all the effort that goes into it, even to make someone at least has the right idea whenever they're going and making the content they want to improve other people's lives or give value. And so I want to do that with my videos. I don't mean to make all my videos just about my story. I'm just pretty verbose, and I go on tangents a lot. So I don't know. Hopefully one guy likes that content. I think I have 2 subscribers. Let's go. Probably one's me on an alt account, but don't tell YouTube. Um, this might be a three-parter. Let's be honest, guys. So, so I've been spending my time investing in myself. So that like now that I'm financially free, you just spend your time investing in yourself so that you can be the biggest impact in the world that you can be. This is something I never really thought of before. When I was working just like a normal job, you're like, okay, I have time to maybe eat after work, and then I go to work again. There's not much time to thinking about the world and whatnot, and who cares who's in office and what's going on with that. Um, so I had the time, so I was like, okay, what's better? What's the best thing to invest in? Obviously yourself, because that translates to everything else that you include yourself in. And I think you take yourself most places you go. Uh, so one powerful story that I'd like to share with you guys is the story about like the power of decision and how I'm trying to use it more in my life, and seeing the impact and the progress it allows you to make is amazing. But one story that stuck out to me was the decision made by Dr. Werner von Braun when President Kennedy at the time asked him, what would it take to build a rocket that could take a man to the moon and back safely? And the guy took like 10 seconds and he was like, the will to do it. And you think about that, and you're just like, wow, yeah, because we had never done it before. The only way we're going to get to doing it is if we believe we can do it and we see the task as completed, because you're not going to be able to draw the dots to accomplishing that goal because you've never done anything like this before. And so he was right. The will to do it was what we needed. And so making that decision to just be like, we're going to do it, it just has to come into reality. And it's so powerful if you use this to your advantage. So I just thought that was so cool. I wanted to share that with you guys. We still got some time here. So let's see, I got a few more things. I think that basically that skill that doctor had, that applies to even simpler tasks. So, like the same way Richard gets his ideas and turns them into reality, he does that by deciding to do them. He goes, all right, ETH fee's too high, I'm making an Ethereum fork, it's going to happen. You know what? With system state. And it's going to be the best thing ever. He doesn't know like what all that's going to take, like when he starts that project, but he knows that's what he's focusing on. He has the will to do it. And so it will be done. It will come to fruition. He's able to keep his focus on it at the exclusion of everything else. It basically has to come into existence if he makes a committed decision to doing it, which he obviously has, and I'm sure he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on developers getting the code done. And hours and hours and hours and hours of his own time. I can't thank that guy enough. I know, don't expect any work from others, but that dude puts in serious work, and he's just an individual doing his own thing. He can give free stuff to whoever he wants, so that's what he decides to do, and he's awesome for doing that. So basically, on top of that, that's what he's doing for Pulse. Works for him. He wanted to launch a token that does value storage better than Bitcoin. He had the will to do it, and he didn't know everything from the outlook. He didn't know how it was going to start out. He even had another coin originally, CFD token, but that one was just too hard. But then, Hex came along, and the game theory just got better and better and better, and sometimes you just freaking hit the mega jackpot gold. But he had the will to do it, and now we have Hex. So that's how that came to be. Richard's determination and decision making is what allows him to be the beast that he is. You think he just became an amazing debater because he was born that way? No, it's because he was like, you know what, this is a skill I want to develop. And he was like, I'm going to read, I'm going to learn. And then he learns all the things. And then you just keep those skills forever. You learn how to memorize, you learn the different methods you can do. You will amaze everyone who doesn't put in that time, because they're doing something that isn't investing in themselves. At a certain point, like he said in his videos, all that knowledge inside of him is going to die with him. So he at a certain point, you have to stop just letting in the knowledge and actually give back and use it in the world. And so it's easy to just give me knowledge, only reading, oh, it feels good, like progress. This is what I've been doing. But I'm not actually creating anything, not giving anything back. So I want to encourage people to read books that are actually going to help you. Definitely read Richard's book. You can tell that like a lot of different ideas come from like Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's read those, and what else we got? We got like How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Art of War. There's just so many good books that they will change your life. You just have to read them. Don't speed read it like a tard and learn nothing and go, read the book. That doesn't do anything. Actually take the stuff to heart, because unless you're already crushing it so hard, then this isn't for you. But if you aren't crushing it as hard as you want, try this. This will make a difference in your life. So yeah, that's Richard doing his will to do it. So basically, I just think it's amazing what can be accomplished when you finally decide and turn your shoulds into musts. So it's like, oh, I should go do the dishes, and then you just don't do the dishes because you just made it a should instead of a must. So don't leave shoulds hanging around because they pile up into a lot of stuff that you must do eventually. So don't procrastinate. You just pay the price later, but with interest. Is a good saying I heard, which is totally true. Thinking long term, that's what Hex is all about. So don't pay that extra interest if you don't have to. It's going to be painful either way. So I'm finally coming out of my comfort zone, not only to show myself I could, like this is therapeutic for myself, show my own progress, show I can do it. But I mostly more than anything, I think there are other people out there like me, and they would have a lot of great things to say, or just an interesting story, their crypto journey. Maybe they have a skill, maybe they're artistic, but they're just afraid of trying it because they don't think, maybe they'll get criticized for their art or their skill they have or something like that. And I just want to encourage you guys to put it out there. We want your content. You are going to love making content. Honestly, this is way more fun than I thought it would be. I didn't know it would be fun. I thought it would feel like work, but it's the opposite. It's fulfilling. So yeah, I want to encourage more people, maybe who can relate to some of the things I've said, to come out and share your story, get started. Never a better time than today, because we don't worry about the past. You can make your actions now and build the future you want. So I'll leave you with just, I'm gonna have to make another video. I got more to talk about. Don't know if it's a three-parter. It's gonna be a three-parter. I'll try to. But basically, I want everyone to share their awesome creative talents. If they have something awesome to say, at least try. It doesn't take much effort. You can get free OBS software, record, post it. Somebody likes it, somebody doesn't like it. Who cares? You did it. You decided it and you did it. It could turn out to be an awesome thing for you. So I want those people to make that breakthrough, where today is not like yesterday and tomorrow is different forever. So I just want to leave you guys with that. Like and subscribe. Part 3 coming. It's coming tomorrow or maybe tonight. I don't know. It's kind of getting late. It's 8 o'clock. It's not late. All right. I already shouted out a lot of people in the last video, but I love all the other Hexicans. You guys are awesome. The chart guys, the math guys, the therapy guys, the just talk show awesome guys, inviting new community members. Freaking awesome. Should have done this sooner, honestly. I think I'm getting close to my record time here. So like and subscribe, and I already said that. I'm new. So my Twitter is K4K Crypto. So at K4K Crypto, there might be a spelling in my description. Go ahead and follow me there to subscribe. I don't know if I'm shadow banned, or no one likes my content. That could be the case. Anyway, peace, guys. Have a good one. Keep on staking.